Alright, that's enough bananas. We're good to go. And the match is about to start.
I will get out of arrow fire range here.
The countdown is beginning now. Once again, this is Team Brute in the right lane versus Team Yellow Jackets in the left lane. The countdown is counting down. And they're off. They're now in the spawn pool. They're working their way across. It looks like they're going to both be coming out at the same time. So it's going to come down to whoever gets a hold of the arrows first. Looks like Yellow Jackets is first to start digging under their fence. But it should still be pretty close unless Caffeine gets killed here at this point. They're actually tearing down the fence, which is not a common strategy these days, but seems like they were able to get through quick enough. Looks like Brute is gathering supplies. They need to get across the gap, but they are currently getting fired upon by the Yellow Jackets.
I suspect the Yellow Jackets have fired or picked up exactly the amount of dirt they need to cross the bridge at the shortest point.
So they are blitzing the bridge. It looks like they're going to be able to get across. They're not getting fired upon. Oh, right at the last minute.
He was knocked off, but this gap is sprintable. They can definitely do that. Actually, that's even a non-sprint
You don't
jump.
even need to sprint. You can jump straight across that gap without a problem. So Yellow Jackets is currently in the best position to get the early advantage on the map. Looks like they're going to go for it. Carter has gone across the gap. It's the first one to the other side of that gap and is now firing back, trying to stop Brute from completing their bridge. Brute is going to be building a protective wall. Looks like the rest of Yellow Jackets are filing across right now. And Brute is still struggling to get their bridge done.
Looks like Akuda is sprinting forward, either looking for supplies to aid the troops over here, or possibly running straight for the...
Tried to do a leaping bridge completion, but failed and fell to his doom. But Brute is now across. Caffeine is now getting in position to likely fire back or start working on something else. Interested to see if he's going to go for the iron rooms down here, as that is a very critical portion of this part of the map.
I lost track of Akuda. I'm curious to see if he sprinted forward or if he is trying to set off cannons.
Yellow Jackets are currently, looks like they're going straight for the iron blocks. This is a critical piece here. They're going to want to get the iron so that they can make an iron pick and then mine
Akuda is setting off cannons to attempt to take out the diamond blocks on Team Brute's side, and it looks like he has hit at least one. Though he's going to need to hit a couple more because Team Brute has knocked a couple of them out.
TM Caffeine from Team Brute is also heading down to the iron block room, and he's just going to burrow straight down in there without any breaks. At this point, it looks like he's going straight for mining the iron.
I believe that shot went right into the enemy cannon and didn't blow up.
Now it looks like Cat's Eye has probably, only got enough iron to make a pick and is going straight for the diamond room, whereas Caffeine decided to gather all of the iron and is now going to make his way back to the ladder. He's going to, head for the diamond room and take some shots at Cat's Eye. It looks like he was too late to get a good angle. He may be able to fire across here, but it's going to be a tight shot. Cat's Eye has completely protected himself. Caffeine is obviously now working on making that iron pick and collecting the diamond blocks. Cat's Eye is trying to get some shots in, but Caffeine is probably going to be pretty well covered by that glowstone block.
It looks like E. Carter 32 is finally sprinting ahead to head towards either Painwater or Chutes and Ladders. Though he is not placing torches on his way, which could be troublesome later on. He's coming across a cannon that has already been destroyed, which means that Team Brute has already sprinted ahead even further. Let's see who this is up here.
Looks like Cat's Eye and Caffeine have very similar strategies here. Occasionally exchanging some pot shots. They both have created sandstone walls to protect themselves, and they both mined all of the diamond blocks in the extra diamond room. It's going to come down to a stalemate of trying to get back safely with all of this diamond. These two team members here represent the future of diamond armor for each team, and it will be critical in deciding the match.
The Yellow Jackets have 2 members between Chutes and Ladders and Painwater, and Brute only has 1, and they're currently pinning him down with arrows. Yellow Jackets is already working on a bridge across the Painwater, or to the Painwater.
Caffeine is going to be in trouble here. Cat's Eye has an opportunity to take him out, but quick thinking from Caffeine managed to get behind the wall where it's safe. Cat's Eye also took the opportunity to make himself some diamond armor. It looks like a full set, which means that he is virtually invincible at this point to arrows. It would take 53 arrow shots to kill Cat's Eye right now, if he has full health.
WCA tried to brave Painwater without any protection at all and quickly burned up. And since no beds have been set, E. Carter was able to... Uh-oh.
It looks like Cat's Eye is still trying to keep tabs on Caffeine and possibly take him out before he manages to escape from this area. But he's going to focus on getting out and likely delivering all those diamond bits, all the diamonds to his teammates, so that they can also make diamond armor. He's decided he can't wait any longer. He's heading out and picking stuff up, but probably going to convert to this team. Caffeine is still making his way out, but at this rate it looks like both teams are probably going to be able to easily make full sets of diamond armor, which is going to make this a very interesting but very equal match. We see the exchange of resources here between Tri and Caffeine, and it looks like Caffeine is going to head out. I didn't see any diamond exchange, so Caffeine is probably going to be trying to deliver all those diamonds. Until they are converted to armor and being worn, then Brute still doesn't necessarily have the diamond armor advantage. But it does look like they are trying to make their way down the lane right now. Here we see Imser Boy making his way in the direction of Chutes and Ladders. And TM Caffeine as well. It's going to keep on going here. There we go. We have a diamond armor exchange. And they are now set to go. So this is going to be a very... not really very PvP-centric match if everybody's wearing diamond armor. Arrows are not going to be very effective. Looks like the referees...
Yeah, that's taken care of down there.
Okay, so everything's been cleared up and either fixed up or approved.
Yeah, Gypsy and I believe this is TM Caffeine are bridging across Painwater with 2 full sets of diamond armor.
Indeed they are. Now, what's the status of Yellow Jackets and Painwater?
Who was it who attempted that? One of them attempted it and burned up really quickly. He tried to do it with no armor at all.
Basically, both teams are pretty even right now, so this should be a very, very interesting match. It's going to be very equivalent at this point. Although, it would be a very good time for Yellow Jackets to get back down here on the Painwater side and some pressure.
Yeah, I believe that TM Caffeine is going to set up a contain here. He may be trying to build a cannon. And this is a very good spot to hit because a lot of people build bases right here on the base, or right here on the side of the mountain, and he can also fire it low to hit the TNT down here and damage their iron.
Indeed. Another good place to build a cannon would be right in front of Painwater. There's a lot of supplies here that would be very painful to lose. There's a huge amount of arrows and leather, swords and bows, as well as the only entrance to Painwater. So if you have it protected and guarded with a cannon, you basically have the other team shut down.
And Is anyone running
This is a
Pain Water
very-
right now? I kind of lost track of...
No, nobody's running Pain
Okay.
Water at the moment. But they are building a very interesting protective wall. It appears to be on the wrong side of the bridge, but I'm sure they have some plan in mind for that.
That is extremely curious. They've practiced
Yes,
so
I've
much
never
in the
seen
other
that
lane.
I'm interested to see what the game plan is there, because that's a unique one.
It could be that they want to make... They're not so worried about getting hit by arrows in their diamond armor. They're worried about falling off and back. And this would prevent them from falling off.
This is true. That is a good point. That is one of the most difficult things, and considering that everybody has diamond armor, as you say,
Yeah, in this case, both
getting
teams...
shot isn't as bad as getting shot off of the bridge.
Yeah, both teams here have diamond armor. It is possible that this defensive backing could be essential here. If they get shot and don't fall off and they shoot off WCA here, they could lose a whole set of diamond armor immediately. Because this fall into lava is enough to kill them when they hit the ground. Even in diamond armor. I'm pretty sure it is.
Indeed it is. Looks like WCA is trying to catch up to Caffeine, but spending more time on the protective wall than anything else. So it looks like the strategy by Brute there was actually quite clever. Much faster to build a guardrail than a protective wall in this case, considering that everyone has diamond armor.
TM Caffeine
and your
has
concern would be
entered
about
Pain
falling
Water.
off.
And he is biasing up. I'm not sure.
Oh, looks like it was a false start. Going to hang back and eat a golden apple first, or hang on to a golden apple just in case he needs it. Very good idea. We'll see how that goes. Oh, he's getting shot at by WCA.
Oh, gotta make sure I stay out of the
So
way.
we're getting some good PvP. This is not looking good. Golden apple has been eaten. That's going to help a lot.
And he's getting out of effective range of the arrows. He can still hit him, but it becomes much harder.
Indeed, that's going to be quite a tough shot. WCA is moving forward to try to get a better angle on Caffeine right now. And we see more arrows flying. Still looks like it's going to be a pretty tough shot.
And even with
At
that
this
diamond armor,
point-
even if he gets knocked into the lava, he can survive in there for a good 20-ish seconds, if not more.
Look at those arrows. This is... Oh, these are excellent shots here. WCA is really, really keeping right on top of Caffeine here with the arrows. But it looks like Caffeine is probably going to make it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay,
He has made
made
it.
it to the fleecy box.
I'm curious if he's going to sit down in bed here. I suspect he might, based on the fact that they waited for night before even attempting this. And it gives him...
We'll have to wait and see.
Is WCA trying to run Pain Water himself now, or is he going to try to pin him down from coming out?
Well, it looks like we have two yellow jackets here at this point, and they're building a little bit more of a platform here. Carter and WCA are currently just outside the entrance to Pain Water. Not sure if they're planning on entering immediately or waiting. I expect that they are probably going to wait and try to kill Caffeine on his way out. But once again, with that diamond armor, he's going to be pretty impervious to arrows, and since they built a guardrail, he's impervious to falling off.
Unless they build a cannon to destroy that. And I do see some blocks going up that
Indeed.
may indicate some cannon construction.
A cannon would be their best option at this point. It doesn't look like they're building a cannon. It looks like they're just building a protective wall, which, once again, is pretty much unnecessary when you have diamond armor. I am really liking the guardrail strategy by comparison.
At first it seemed weird, now it seems normal.
Yep.
TM Caffeine
It
is
seems
coming
like,
back.
why would you do anything else? Yellow Jackets started an attempt, or so it appeared, and then backed off, so they may have been trying to possibly just get a better shot on Caffeine, but then gave up. There's now a bit of a PvP exchange happening just outside of Pain Water between WCA Carter from Yellow Jackets and I'm Zerk Boy from Brute.
TM Caffeine
Let's-
is still progressing through Pain Water on his way back out and has had a couple arrows shot at him, but is still alive and has yet to eat one of the golden apples he most certainly picked up from the wool room, because there are two more in there.
Indeed. Oh, this might have been a bad choice here for Caffeine.
Yeah,
It's
if they can
a
hit
bit
him,
of a tough gap to get
if
through.
they could keep hitting with arrows so he keeps falling, they could have trapped him in that too wide gap of lava.
Indeed. But he made it through.
And he's probably home free.
Okay, we have a connection problem.
And I believe Hakuda is on Team Yellow Jackets.
Indeed. Yellow Jackets currently have one team member that's not able to get back into the server. This may affect the match.
Okay, here we are.
Oh, nope, Hakuda was able to get back in.
They do have a cannon up. I don't.
That's a kind of a common problem due to Minecraft.
Oh,
So.
he got shot off, and that is a set of armor. He's actually still alive in the lava, but he's not going to make it to shore in time.
And yeah, Carter is dead. Okay, so the cannon is not going to be completed. Looks like WCA is going to be taking a lot of shots here, not even trying to go for cover at this point. Just trying to... I'm not sure what they're trying to do at this point.
Well, again, it is 50 hits with an arrow to kill someone in diamond armor.
Well, this is true, but they all have diamond armor at this point. There's pretty much no hope of stopping them unless that cannon is completed. And they are not going to be able to do it. Caffeine is going to start heading back right now. No, maybe not.
And Zerkboy may have wool.
Oh, little wool
I think I saw
there.
some wool there too.
Yep.
I'm going to see if they also
exchange.
stored some in this chest back here. They did not store any in the chest.
There's virtually no hope of stopping the Red Wolf from making it back at this point. Yellow Jackets are probably going to want to go ahead and try to complete Painwater since Brute have left it unguarded, which is also surprising.
Team Brute did another clever thing here. Instead of destroying their bed back here, they covered it with dirt, which will prevent them from spawning in it, but still leave the bed there in case, for whatever reason, they need to head back and sleep in that bed.
Not a bad idea. Okay, it looks like Yellow Jackets recognize that they are free to attempt Painwater, and WCA is attempting the run right now. Managed to catch his feet in the lava. That was a close one. If you catch your feet in the lava in Painwater, you are very likely to be pulled down into it because of the way damage works. You get injured, you fall down a bit. You'd be much better off hitting your head as opposed to your feet.
It looks like Gypsy is about to make a run on Chutes and Ladders.
It appears that WCA is going to safely make it to the Fleecy box. He has indeed made it in. He's now probably taking some red wool and going to prepare himself to put back. Possibly crafting something. There may be a bed thrown down here. We'll see. Looks like Hakuda is still having problems connecting, and this is starting to become a lengthy disconnect. So as I said, this may affect the match, and we'll let you know if that becomes the case. Hakuda has joined the game again. Okay, and WCA is making the run back. It's highly likely that he has a golden apple available if necessary. He does seem to continually hit his feet in the lava, though. He's going to have to be careful about that if he wants to make it back in one piece.
I don't see any action at the green wall. I'm heading back to Chutes and Ladders to see if there's anything going on there.
Looks like WCA is going to make it back without too much trouble. There's no pressure waiting for him from the Team Brute side. However, they don't have a guardrail on their bridge, so if he gets shot off of that bridge, then they will have to run Painwater completely again because WCA did not throw down a bed. In fact, they do not even have a bed in their entrance location in front of Painwater either, so... He has thrown down one red wool, though, 2 red wools, so they will have that option to come back to. It looks like Brute has acknowledged that WCA has made it back through Painwater. I saw a single pot shot fired there, but looks like they're not worried about it.
And they have yet to make an attempt on Chutes and Ladders, even though it is clear. Looks like they may have been waiting for TM Caffeine to get down with diamond armor. He is sleeping in a bed above Chutes and Ladders.
Indeed, and WCA is making his way back across the bridge. He's taking a moment here to get the lay of the land, it appears. He seems to be kind of worried about the Brute player who was down in Chutes and Ladders, but not worried anymore, and he's making his way back. Looks like he's trying to be sneaky. He's sneaking back here. He doesn't want to be noticed. Now would be a good time for him to take a shot, actually, at whoever it is from Team Brute that is making the Chutes and Ladders run.
That is TM Caffeine.
He's going to do that. He's going to try to shoot TM Caffeine off the ladder. This is a good place to put some damage on diamond armor-clad players because fall damage can be so much more painful than bow or arrow damage.
It looks like TM Caffeine is walling himself up and probably calling for help from his team.
Indeed, and WCA has gone back into sneaky mode, placed down some more red wool. Looks like he's got a teammate coming to pick that up and take it back, and that's exactly what's happening. Carter has come and retrieved the one red wool and is now heading back with it. So WCA is going to stay and continue to put pressure on Caffeine, which means that he's going to have a very difficult time making his way up at this point.
This is why Chutes and Ladders is the lockdown point of this map. It doesn't take much to lock anyone down, regardless of what they're wearing at this point, because you can just keep shooting them off this really tall ladder.
Indeed, and it looks like we're going to be experiencing quite a stalemate at the Chutes and Ladders part of the map. Some of the ladders are missing from the Yellow Jacket side.
I
presume that they have not made the run yet. I don't see any platforms or any missing blocks, so they have not.
Yeah, I don't know if this was a scattered explosion from when the iron went off, or if maybe a creeper was exploding while they were running it.
Looks like WCA has lifted the pressure from Caffeine, which is rather surprising at this point. Oh, no, there is a bit of a trench construction happening here. The pressure is back. So just a little bit, you pulled back to do a little bit of preparation, which is probably the right move. TM Caffeine is very cautiously building little individual platforms to cover his head from arrow fire. Not making very fast progress at this point, and it's going to be painful doing each ladder shoot.
I'm curious where the rest
method.
of his team is. I'm going to check to see if they are attempting the green wool at the moment.
I presume that is the case, considering that we are seeing only one member from each team here at Chutes and Ladders. WCA is basically just making sure that Brute does not make any further progress until whatever is happening with the rest of his team gets completed. And I assume that Brute is probably doing just about the same thing, although they probably expected that Caffeine was going to be able to make the run unharassed, which has not turned out to be the case.
I Am Zerkboy was just killed by cave spiders, but Gypsy and Try348 are still almost to the wool room or the green wool room.
Gypsy has actually also been slain by a cave spider, according to the console there.
That is correct. Try is trying to wall out the spiders by placing some blocks, but he is still under heavy attack, but he is wearing diamond armor, which can be very useful in this situation.
Oh. Caffeine being very bold here. Managed to save himself twice from some pretty serious fall damage on Chutes and Ladders. WCA is continuing to put the pressure on him, but he did manage to get out of the chute he was in and completely navigate the next one.
It looks
pretty
like
much unharmed.
It looks like Team Brute has a bed close by because Gypsy and I Am Zerkboy are already back to the bottom of the green wool area. They only have to descend down to the wool room itself and pick it up.
Okay, it looks like Caffeine has waited for his health to regenerate and has moved on to the next chute. WCA has also moved up to try to put tougher pressure on Caffeine and is being joined by teammates. Looks like Hakuda has come down the lane to join WCA. Still no one from Brute's side to give Caffeine some backup, so Caffeine's got a hard road ahead of him.
Turning around, it looks like Team Yellow Jackets already has the green wool.
Aha, this is very interesting. If the rest of the Yellow Jackets come down here and help WCA to shut down Caffeine and then make the Chutes and Ladders run, they're going to be in very good shape.
Team Brute has the green wool now and is exiting the area. I'm not sure how safe they made their escape, but I assume reasonably. Let's see, there's probably a tunnel. Ah, yes. They should be able to safely get out of here without any trouble.
Indeed. Alright, so it looks like
this is all going to come down to Chutes and Ladders.
Indeed, yeah. This is where the match is going to really basically... It's gonna turn into a stalemate.
It looks like Hakuda from Team Yellow Jackets is heading back to Chutes and Ladders to assist his teammate in locking down Team Caffeine. Team Caffeine has managed to, well, I'm sure you've been showing it, he's managed to get over another rung.
This is where he was.
Here.
He's actually been stuck here for quite a while because WCA and Hakuda, I believe that's still Hakuda, Oh no, looks like WCA has been joined by Cat's Eye as well. So Yellow Jackets currently appear to have a pretty serious advantage. All Caffeine can do right now is try to cover himself up and move from location to location to keep the arrows off of him.
And just to let everybody know,
it's not going to work out.
Both teams have the red and green wool. Neither of them have the blue wool. Team Brute is slightly further ahead in that they have someone in Chutes and Ladders, but they are locked down and can't proceed. And they have two teammates, or two enemy team members, shooting at them right now.
I have to say these two teams are pretty amazingly matched. Very equal, very similar strategies.
Yeah, they both have access to diamond armor and are using it to good effect.
Indeed, and it looks like the Yellow Jackets are possibly about to start their run, but backup has shown up on the Brute side. Try348 has arrived and is trying to put some pressure on WCA.
I actually think this is
WCA is going with a block stack strategy, which will actually prevent him from getting shot off of anything.
Yeah, this is a really good idea, but I suspect that TM Caffeine doesn't have enough blocks to do this, otherwise he would. He's, building small platforms up every now and then.
Indeed. He's been very conservative movements. The
pressure is really on. TM Caffeine is sprinting ahead. If they can keep shooting him, they have a chance. But he only has to get around one more turn, and this last bit where he has to hang on and place a block under him while he usually tunnels around or heads all the way down to tunnel under is critical.
It appears that he's just making a run for it. He's just going to gun it as fast as he can through the last bit. I think that might not work out too good for him.
Well, it might. I don't see any other members of Team Brute other than that's WCA in the tunnel themselves. Ooh!
That's Team Yellow Jackets. WCA appears to have made a little mistake there. I'm not sure if he was shot off or
He was shot off.
He fell to his death, and that's a suit of armor that is now gone. And Caffeine appears to be free to continue.
Well,
I'm not seeing any Yellow Jackets. They were all here. I don't
the
know
diamond
where they all
chest
went.
plate is still floating on the bedrock and Chutes and Ladders, but TM Caffeine is free to get into the safe area, and he is almost there. He's only got a couple more blocks to go, and I don't see anyone from Team Yellow Jackets. They all need to be here right now.
This is really, really surprising. I am absolutely perplexed as to what happened to Team Yellow Jackets.
Okay, I see one of them without armor facing off against one with diamond armor and two others without armor at all. Cat's Eye 1985 is on the opposite side of the mountain, and Hakuda is coming back. So this could have been the problem. It could have been Hakuda died, and they could be stuck here. Ooh.
This may decide the match. I have a feeling that Team Yellow Jackets may have actually lost all their diamond armor, which means they are not going to be able to crack through into Chutes and Ladders.
And TM Caffeine is behind his wall, making a safe tunnel, and will be invulnerable to fire. Or you know what I mean. They won't be able to shoot him. Which means he can safely get this wool. The question is he going to try to come back out the way he came in, or are they going to try the handoff in the back of the map? And yes, Cat's Eye...
we will find out shortly.
Cat's Eye 1985 is an alt for Renrock. And Gypsy is an alt for Kuka Jamo 95, if you were looking at the team list on Reddit.
Yellow Jackets are really in trouble here. They still only have two team members down at this end of the lane. I'm wondering what happened to WCA.
I believe WCA's spawn may have been over at the Pain Water. It may have been in the lava, which would be, or past the lava.
I don't believe that WCA did not place down any bed. So he would have spawned back, all the way back at spawn. It looks like I just missed him. He did now just arrive with Cat's Eye and Hakuda. And we do seem to be short one Yellow Jacket here. Perhaps they left one behind to gather some more diamond, to make some armor, but they're definitely going to need something more
Carter
than just their regular Minecraft skins.
Cat's Eye.
I'm going to check and see how we're doing down here on the blue wool. I would expect that we're probably getting very close. In fact, it appears that Caffeine may have already entered the wool room. He did indeed, and he's now running out.
Oh, that's what it is.
It looks like they're not going to go with the Well, let's see. I kind of lost caffeine here. It might be sneaking. Let's see if I can...
I am Zerkboy
really
from
hard.
Team Brood is actually currently disconnected, so it's 3 against 4 to Brood's disadvantage, but they are ahead as far as I can see.
Well, I've completely lost TM Caffeine at this point. Oh, wait, just popped up. So he is sneaking around in his tunnel here,
Okay.
as I suspected. I'm not sure what the holdup is, but...
So it looks like he is going to try to run out the main way and not try the rear exit.
Yeah, he definitely got the wool. I see a staircase was dug into the Fleecy Box room, so Brood has the blue wool right now. I think that the Yellow Jackets are going to be out of luck. Here we can see Caffeine is sneak stacking his way back up. He's going to come back the hard way.
He has plenty of cobble.
Through chutes and ladders.
Because he cut it all mining through the tunnel. He can still be knocked off and splat. But...
This is really, I would say that was a critical point. WCA dying from falling there on the chutes and ladders. That pretty much decided all of this.
I'm actually surprised he went to run that at that time because he was the only one there. And yeah, I see WC up in this tower sniping, but they don't have any armor at all. Because if they had tried to hold at that point until, they had more resources behind them or built a cannon of something like that, they could have held it off. Because if there was a relatively small cannon built to take out the last set of ladders, they could have pinned him down indefinitely until
Absolutely.
Either another cannon was used to repel other people or the situation changed through other means.
At this point, all Brood has to do is make sure that Caffeine makes it out of here alive and can hand off some wool or place them in a chest, and they pretty much have the match. I would expect that this match is going to be over in the next 2 minutes.
And they have them pinned back on the wrong side of the mountain. They need to be, in the mountain, not on either side of it. And Brood has been able to keep them off with, I believe, Gypsy in Diamond Armor? That's Try in Diamond Armor. And Gypsy is not in Diamond Armor, and Zerkboy is missing in action.
Indeed. So it looks like Caffeine is doing fine, so barring any kind of crazy mistakes, such as walking off into the void, it looks like he's going to make it out of here with the blue wool, no problem. He's on the second to last chute. And making his way to the last one, he just needs to climb up here and hopefully not get shot and fall.
I'd like to see him either place wool in a chest or as a block somewhere down here.
Indeed. Well, it looks like he's fairly confident about making it out of the chutes. And I'm pretty confident he's going to make it out of the chutes. He's placing some platforms to ensure his safety. So once again, unless he somehow walks off into the void, he should make it out of here unscathed. He has most of a set of diamond armor at this point. He's made it up. Now, is he going to place the wool? Is he going to store the wool?
He's going to pillar out through there.
He's going to try to go for it.
And once he gets in that little area, he should be safe.
This is just about it.
He should be popping out soon, and... Let's see, I only see 3 members of Team Yellow Jackets. I'm curious if they built some sort of defense in the back to maybe...
Caffeine is out. Caffeine is out. He is, it appears, possibly handed off some blue wool here to Gypsy, I think? No, Try 348.
I do see a TNT cannon going off. I believe they may be trying to take out their bridge.
That would be a very smart move by Yellow Jackets. That is not going to buy them enough time to do the entire chutes and ladders run.
And he's
there is a cannon. It is being fired.
He is missing a lot. This is really not the best
He's
kind
running out of time.
Yeah, this is not the best kind of design to take out the enemy bridges. You need something that can hit more blocks and fire more blocks. And he's going to try to build.
Chaos cannon.
Yes.
This is looking like a chaos cannon. It is indeed.
I'm worried.
This is his last chance. I can see Try 348 is passing in front of the castle right now. He's being chased by spiders.
I'm worried that this cannon is going to shoot too far up and not enough down. You better drop a torch immediately.
This cannon... Try 348 has fallen back. There's 2 members of Brute here.
I suspect he's building a lever. He's got to do this now.
He needs to fire now. He needs to fire now.
Pressure plate is down.
Not gonna be, it's too late. It's too late. Brute has made it across.
It went too
the
high.
Completely misses. Looks like Brute is going to get their blue wool placed There's a cannon in place on the Yellow Jacket side, but it's going to be too late. Try 348.
He's waiting for his team to show up. He's gonna be like, we're gonna all be here. All right, there we go.
They've placed the wall, and that is the game. Brute has won the match.
I'd say that was an awesome match.
That was indeed. That was a very good match. The teams were very equal in skill, and it basically came down to the death of WCA and the loss of the Diamond Armor. That turned the whole match into Brute's game.
I agree. If WCA had held off until more team members were there to pin down TM Caffeine, then it could have easily gone the other way.
Absolutely. It's a very good game. Brute will be moving on to the semifinals, and they will be playing against Team Cullcraft.